Hey, what's happening, good people? What's happening? This is your boy Vernon BigV's and back again for video number 17. Today's date is Sunday, Sunday, February the 9th. Sunday, February the 9th is Super Bowl Sunday. For me, I'm a Cowboys fan, but today I'm rooting for those Eagles. Tired of the Chiefs, man. I'm sorry. Just tired of the Chiefs. So I'm rooting for my Eagles today. NFC East, bring it home. Hey, so look, man, what a week. Okay, so the good news, we'll start with the good news, man. I've been doing good as it relates to not having any alcohol during this detox focus month, but not so much with the nutrition aspect. I just, man, you know me, I'm gonna be transparent, I'm gonna be vulnerable, I'm gonna tell the truth and learn from it and then move on together. So this week right here, since we last spoke, since I last recorded, it was last Sunday, February the 2nd, I believe. Well, I at that point, the first 2 days of February had gone relatively well. Actually had gone quite well, man. No alcohol, no processed foods, just straight whole food, vegan, plant-based foods, and that was going really well. Went into that Monday, another good day, another good solid strong day. Tuesday, another good solid strong day. Wednesday, another good solid strong day. And when I say solid strong day, let me clarify what I mean by that. Those first 2 days, I was eating a big old pot of kale greens, having broccoli, a few bags of broccoli, and when I say, and just for clarity, I'll steam my greens. I use a steamer basket, steamed them, enjoyed them that way. A whole big old bag of them. Then had about 2 bags of broccoli, and then I would just enjoy some fruits. Some days I would have a smoothie, some days I wouldn't. But when I would have a smoothie, I would have my beets in there, along with a little bit, like a few slices of pears, some apples, some mangoes, and a little bit of banana. But more so heavier on the beets, more so than anything. Okay, so that's how the first. Excuse me, man. I want to do this in a way that I keep some, and I don't have the sunlight in y'all's face. All right, so the first 3 days since I last recorded went really well, man. That's how I realistically, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and I guess 6th of February went really well. By the time I came around to Thursday, man, Thursday went well. Let me see, Wednesday and Thursday. I'll say Thursday, instead of eating what I just mentioned, I actually sauteed some vegetables and some peppers in the Instapot. I sauteed them in there, water sauteed them, used a little bit of vegetable broth, low sodium vegetable broth. That went well. And then I had some quinoa. I had some quinoa with that, along with some asparagus. And man, it was good. Obviously, sauteed onions in there as well. But man, it was good. That was a really good meal. I went to bed that night, and I mean, I'll be transparent. Man, there was some chips that was calling my name. I ate those chips, and man, I mean, it is what it is. I did not fulfill. I didn't stay on track as it relates to being pure whole food plant-based this week. That Thursday night, I didn't do well, and then no, I'm sorry. That was Wednesday night. That was late Wednesday night, actually, man. And then Thursday on the way home from work, don't ask me where my mom was at, just being truthful. I stopped and I had some, I got an Impossible Whopper from Burger King, and I had some fries. And just, man, I'll tell you, I feel bad about it, but I got to share the truth with you. I got to get my truth. The fact of the matter is, along this journey, we're going to stumble sometimes, and I don't want to lie about it with you all. I want to be upfront. I allowed that bad moment to turn into a few bad days because Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I didn't get right back on top of it, just being honest. And I hopped on the scale this morning. I gained a couple pounds. So it's a silver lining in everything from my perspective. So The bad part is I didn't follow through on what I said I was gonna go and do, and I paid for it. This week, right? The good side of it is, for me, it really very quickly validated what I already knew, even further, which is, hey man, you got to be consistent with this journey. And I guess what I mean by that is, let's just say at some point in time, I feel like it's going to be okay for me to revert back and consistently start eating the crap, like the French fries, right? I had some McDonald's French fries on Friday, right? Man, that stuff's bad for us. It is. And I guess maybe like the good thing coming out of this it's taught me a very strong and valuable lesson, which is, hey man, look, don't ever think that it's ever going to be a time for you to go back and consistently eat those things. Maybe having a slip up here or there, or having a cheat day here or there, that's one thing. But don't ever think that going back to eating those foods are ever acceptable, because it's not. My body's showing me that it's not. Haven't really felt the best since I've actually since I ate those foods. And then I also put weight back on. So here's the thing, I put weight back on at a time where that Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday morning, I was seeing some really good results on the scale. I was seeing really good results as it relates to my blood pressure as well. I was seeing my blood pressure, slowly come down, making good improvements, and then my weight was coming down as well. So now, just a few days of putting crap in my body that doesn't belong in my body, not only did I consume the net loss for the beginning of that week, but I actually put a few pounds back on. So, man, to me, it shows the power of whole food plant-based eating, but then it also shows the destructive nature of the processed foods that we have no business eating. Again, man, I wasn't eating steaks and chicken wings and pizza. I was eating things like French fries and potato chips. And then obviously the Impossible Whopper, just all those things I just mentioned, highly processed. The chips and the fries, deep fried in canola oils and vegetable oils, which are really bad for us, highly inflammatory. And man, we just ain't got no business putting that in our body. So look, that was my week recap, man. It was not a good week for me. But the kicker is the Lord's blessed me with another week, and I'm gonna win this week. I promise you I'm gonna win this week. Today I'm out here getting a walk. I've been walking for 28 minutes right now, and it's a beautiful day here. It's still a little chilly, but man, it's 61 degrees here in Southern Virginia. So good time for me to get out, get some of this vitamin D, enjoy this walk, decompress my mind a little bit. I'm gonna get ready to stop to the grocery store. I need to pick up some beets. I'm gonna slice those beets, freeze them. Oh man, so one thing that I did learn this week, well, let me back up. First and foremost, look man, do yourself a favor. When you are really trying to have a detox, or you're really trying to abstain from certain foods, get them up out your house as best you can, or at least get them from up out of your bedroom. These chips were in my bedroom. Now, no knock to my wife, but she had them in there. And this guy's going down the wrong side of the road. Sorry about that. But man, at least, okay, boom. Those chips ain't belong to me. But, even though wifey and the kids are going to continue eating things like that for the time being, they can at least be downstairs in the pantry, not in the freaking bedroom where it's easier for you to be tempted and fall victim of that. So, that's a learning lesson. And where else was I getting ready to go? Oh man, prep. I told my wife this week, I said, man, I enjoy cooking to a certain degree, but man, I don't like the time that it takes. Like the time that I'm taking each day to slice up my fruits for the smoothie, which might sound like it's nothing, but man, I'm telling you, it takes time. The sauteed peppers and vegetable dish that I like to make, great meal, tastes delicious, but the time that I'm taking to slice that stuff up, it sucks. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna go ahead and do some prep on the front end. I already got my pears sliced. I found that pears is a really good addition to smoothies, by the way. I'm gonna have my pears. I already got my pears sliced. I already got some bananas sliced. I got both of them going in the freezer. So that's good. Only thing I already got some mangoes that sliced too and in the freezer. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these beets. I'm gonna slice those up. I'm gonna put those in the freezer as well. I like my smoothies to be on the cool side, if you will. I like them, I don't like warm smoothies. I like my smoothies to be cold. And so I'm gonna already have that prep. That's gonna help me out, man. Same thing with my vegetables. The vegetables and onions that I like to use in my sauteed vegetable meal, I'm gonna have those sliced too. What I find is, so like I'm really doing my best to get to bed at a reasonable time. From my perspective, that makes you even more disciplined when you are well rested. Going to bed at a decent time, it just helps, man. Don't forget, we're not running on an unlimited supply of willpower. So everything that you can do to set yourself up for success, you want to take advantage of that. I learned that along this journey as well. So I try to get to bed at a reasonable time each night. I also try to get I try to finish eating 3 hours away from my bedtime. And this week I didn't do a good job of that. So I'm hoping that by me doing my prep work on the front end, it'll make it a whole lot easier for me to cook my food, do the final preparation prior to actually eating it, and make that a lot more easy and simple and time efficient. So that's my update for the week, man. This is the last few updates that I've been doing have been wins. But realistically, man, this journey, this wellness journey, it's not always linear. There's some ups and downs in there. And this week was a down week for me. But I'm going to take it in stride. I'm not going to let that defeat me. I'm going to keep pressing forward. And this week will be a better week. I am going to continue on the rest of this month, striving for my detox / focus month. This was a bump in the road, but I'm not going to allow this month to be in vain, right? And the one win is, hey, I still haven't had any alcohol since my birthday weekend, so I take that as a win as well. So anyhow, I'm going to end the video here. I've already gotten long with it enough. And remember, guys, look, one day at a time, one choice at a time, one goal at a time. Make your why bigger than yourself. Make your why bigger than yourself, man. So for me, stumbled this week, but my why makes it a non-negotiable for me to get right back on track. I love my wife and my kids too much to fall prey to an early grave or a disabled lifestyle because I hadn't taken care of myself. They deserve better from me, and I deserve better for myself. We'll chat with y'all later. I'm gone.